Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Carr. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. From the 5-yard line, with this opening drive yields 6. This is 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Joseph is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Raiders at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Pushes past him. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. first down. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Good position to be in here, second and inches. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now a play fake, Carr. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Hurts. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of a Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Texans. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got a man, complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This one hauled in by Sample. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
A 2-yard gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
To throw his car. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
.54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we were.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Texans scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Hamilton brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. To try again after the sack. Carr. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Milton Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
18, right here. 18, Robert. 18, Robert.
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Kyle Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Carr now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed.
And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Throwing is Hurts. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
run, Raiders. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now Carr. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Houston.
Here's Carr. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Down inside the 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 24. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and the first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up. Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records.